excellent trader. I am a stable trader. I am a wise trader. I am a,
So are you looking for it or through Zoom?
I am a patient trader. I'm
I
always
couldn't.
right. I am a contented.
This is a cloud recording.
I am a good follower as well as I'm a good leader. I'm better every day in trade. I'm making profits always. I am winning always. I am a profitable trader. I am a rich trader. I am a getter of winning ideas, and I am a giver of winning ideas.
Yes, sir.
I am
Normally, I'm supposed to find it here. For the recording I have here,
I am so happy and grateful now that I am a seven-figure trader and I like to write this.
wow,
I
okay.
am so
Happy Mother's Day.
that I am committed
I'm only seeing, I don't know why I'm only seeing the one for on the 12th.
successful. Well,
And that recording it's so important to me. But I've also checked local on my laptop. Still don't find. I don't get why it's not here. I'm gonna find time later today to message them, message support, and I don't know if my cloud recording is full. That's why it's not here. I don't know, but I'll find a way to message support later today because that recording is iconic. Okay. So today we're going to be doing some basics of, we're going to be trading binary, but going through the basics of binary options for new. Everyone is new, sometimes, yeah, we've had old videos that explains the process and everything to binary option, but so going over this, maybe this helps you. So the first thing that we do when we come into this environment as binary option is concerned, first thing we do is we check the news, irrespective of the time you're trading. You want to know what's the fundamental, what's going to be the news at that time, because binary option is a fast-paced trading, and any little thing can affect the currency fundamentally, temporarily. So forexfactory.com is something that actually helps you with the news. It's 5 a.m. Nigerian time right now, 5:05. So 3 a.m. there was news. The next news is going to be 7 a.m. Most times this time there are rarely news. So the next news is going to be 7 a.m. and it's a strong impact news. So it means at this point in time there is no news. So the next thing to pay attention to are four things. All right. Which is, you want to know the sentiment of the market before we get into any. I don't know what I'm going to trade right now. Yes, I have a list of currency I pay attention to, which resides around USD JPY, AUD JPY, AUD USD, and Euro USD. And I've expanded the currencies, in recent times to CAD JPY, CHF JPY, because these are the currencies that move in the Asian market. And yeah, we're going to look at this, but we want to know the sentiment of the market. So the first thing we do, the three ways we know the sentiment of the market. So we use livechart.co.uk, which tells you the strength of the market. So here you see the currencies represented in bars. So here Euro is strong at the moment, JPY is strong at the moment, USD is weak. So And this is one thing about the sentiment of the market. You trade a currency based on the base and the quote. If the base is strong and the quote is weak, it connotes the market sentiment is a sell. When the base currency is weaker than the quote currency, it shows the sentiment of that currency is weak. When the base currency is stronger than the quote currency, it shows the market sentiment is bullish. So the first currency is the base, the second currency is the quote. So Euro USD at this point in time is sentimentally bullish, while USD JPY or AUD JPY at this point in time is sentimentally bullish. CAD JPY at this point in time is sentimentally bullish. So we're going to look for one of the pairs, and one of the things you do is you put a currency that the sentiment in both are far apart. So like Euro USD is far apart, USD JPY is far apart. I wouldn't trade AUD USD because they're same. Okay, so I'm going to look at CAD JPY. Okay, excuse me. So then another way you can confirm the sentiment is you confirm it with finviz.com/forex. So here it will show you, or it will buttress, this is volume. So livechart.co.uk is strength, why this is volume. And it's good to collaborate both. So JPY is strong, NZ is strong, Euro is strong. But here it tells you which of them has more volume. So NZ has volume, JPY has volume, Euro has volume, odd is really very weak. So AUD JPY is going to be better right now. So that is the second way to confirm the sentiment. The third way to confirm the sentiment is currency strength.meet. I just go to go over them. So you can see here right now, USD is flat, JPY is solid, NZ is solid, which means NZ is the most solid at the moment. Okay, followed by Euro. So that gives me confirmation. Okay, yes, all of them are solid, but I look at so what currency am I going to trade right now? So CAD is very flat as well. So I love CAD JPY this time, or AUD JPY. So AUD JPY is good. CAD JPY is also good. Euro USD is not a pair I want to trade this time because we're still slightly tilted to the Asian session, though, moving fast into the overlap. So I'm going to look at CAD JPY for or sell at the moment. So, okay. So let's go to CAD JPY. So another thing you want to look at in the market whenever you're trading is very, very critical or serious. So now that we know the sentiment of the market, which is good, the next thing you want to know the trend of the market. Does the trend align with the sentiment? All right. And I've been able to give you guys a parameter of trading. Let me see. That can let me see. Hold on. So this is basic. Hmm? So let's go to CAD JPY. So in case any one of you is new, this will help you. So in all of this training, there's something very important for you to get. I'm not going to be in a hurry to do this because I want you to get it from the perspective of, you know, everybody should set it up. So if you're trading right now, this training is useless to you if you don't have trading view. So if you have trading view, you can follow these instructions. So how can you follow instructions if you don't know the setup? So before I even go to the trend factor, there is something you can use to know the trend, okay, from a basic perspective. So when you come in here, I need you to go to, on trading view, you go on indicator and you select Ivan Cabra strategy, binary strategy 2. Okay, you select it. So that's going to give you this trend, super trend. So that helps you understand trend. Okay, so in 4 time frames, you want to know what's the trend of the market. So we're going to look at it on the daily, all right, on the 1 hour, on the 15 minutes, and on the 5 minutes. If we have the market bullish, if the market is above the super trend, is bullish. If the market is below the super trend, it is bearish. Okay, does that make sense? So we need to have the market. So since we want to sell CAD JPY, we need to have the market below the super trend. Okay, on 3 time frames. Does that make sense? Okay, we need to have it below the market because you're trading a trend, whether it's small time frame, it's huge time frame, you're trading a trend. So daily is bullish right now. 1 hour, it is bullish. 15 minutes, it is bullish. And 5 minutes, the market is bullish. So does this market align with a bullish, with the bearish sentiment? No. So this is not a market that is in the environment of a sell. You know, most times we trade, if you pay attention to these details, you find your ratio of wins is going to be a lot more elaborate or better than you don't pay attention, because presently right now the market is in a bullish state. Yes, it may be making a preparation to go bearish, but it's not in a place, it's not in a good trend for me to sell. I sell the trend. So it's always important to watch out for the market, the sentiment that align with a trend. Okay, so we have a bearish sentiment because CAD is weak, JPY is stronger, but it's bullish. So it's not fit for my strategy. Okay, because at the end of the day, I want to trade a strategy, but these are the things that pull you up for the strategy. Does that make sense? Right? Put 5 on the chat. Let me know I'm communicating. So the next thing you want to do, all right, on TradingView, you want to set up on TradingView is you want to go on indicator and also select stochastic. All right, stochastic, and the parameters you want to use is 500. I think it's here. I didn't. You don't even touch anything. The only thing you might want to do is just change the settings, make the red bold. All right. So when you select stochastic, you can come here, just select stochastic. Come here, select stochastic. This is stochastic, all right? And you exit. And you can come on here, click on settings. And the only thing you want to do is, yeah, this is it. It is on 80-20. It is red, make it red, then green. Green represent the buys, red represent the sell. So this red line you're seeing right now, okay, make it dotted. Okay, this green line, make it dotted. However you want to leave it, then make it bold. So that is what I did. Does that make sense? So you can do that. You can do the same. Then, yeah, so that's out. So that helps you. So we now have the trend for this not aligned. So what do we do? Let's go look for another currency, okay, that probably may align. So I said AUD JPY. So let's see, AUD JPY bearish 5 minutes. Let's see 15 minutes. Bullish 15 minutes. Let's see 1 hour. Bullish 1 hour. Let's see daily. Bullish daily. Okay, so this is not still fit for ourselves. What other thing do we have here? USD JPY. Let's look at USD JPY. USD JPY is bullish on the daily. Let's take this out. 1 hour, very bullish 1 hour, 15 minutes, very bullish 15 minutes. Okay, it's bearish on the 5 minutes. All right, so it's only bearish on the 5 minutes, not bearish on so sometimes all these things shows you. So let me look at another currency right now. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, Euro AUD is still gonna be good. Let's look at Euro AUD for the bullish market. Euro AUD was crazy yesterday, so I don't know. Euro AUD is bullish 5 minutes. A little crossing the bullish line 15 minutes. 1 hour bearish and daily bullish. Okay, so this is somehow tilted towards the bullish because on a 15 minutes is crossing. 1 hour is bearish, but 5 minutes is bullish. So now that I have a currency that is a little tilted towards the bullish market, daily 5 and 15 are crossing. So what am I going to do? This is a little sentimentally on my side and trendly on my side. So the next thing is the technicals. So I've done sentiment, I've done trend. Next is technical. Okay, this is the formation of the strategy, and that's one of the beautiful things I've done. How do you technically know when to buy and sell? So if I'm looking for a bearish sentiment, I'm looking for what? If I want to sell the market, I will sell the market at a ceiling or at a supply zone. Okay, if I want to buy the market, I'll buy the market at a demand zone or support zone. So how do I know that I technically will chart the market? So the next phase is charting the market, and there is a simple techniques that I've done to help you know areas you can buy or sell. It's called charting. So I'm just going to go over charting a basic way. So the first thing, you go on a daily, okay, and you put, so we have the body and the wick. All right, you put your horizontal line in the body of the daily candle and the wick on the upper side. So that is, then you do the same thing for the lower side. And I like to use colors to differentiate the candles, okay, or the time frame. So daily, black. All right, I go to 1 hour, I use blue. Okay, so I use blue. So it makes me understand the areas. The higher the time frame, the stronger the area. So I use blue. Okay. Then I go on the 15 minutes. You can see what I'm doing is I'm just taking the wick and the body. Then the next thing is I go on the 15 minutes and I do the same thing on the 15 minutes. So this is the previous candle. I like to use green for that. So we already got that area. So this shows that this is both a 1 hour and a 15-minute area. All right. So the next thing is that I do it on 5. I really don't do it on 5 minutes, but yeah, I don't do it on 5 minutes. So okay, but if you catch any area, so this is also 5 minutes, is also green. So what does that mean? So now that I got technical areas, so all of this area represent different areas the market has reacted to based on the hourly, daily, 15 minutes. So what am I looking for? Okay, so which is the last thing? The last component is the strategy. Okay, so I've done sentiment, I've done trend, I've done technicals through charting, then I'm looking for a strategy. Okay, and I'm looking for a strategy for a buy. So now that I have the technical areas, when am I going to buy? So one of the first thing is I'd love to trade the market in strategy. I love to trade the strategy in 4 times in an hour. Okay, that's what we call timing. Okay, but before we get to timing, which is the last component of the strategy, I want to know the area. So what area am I going to buy? So there is a technical area here right now, which is a support. There's a support here. There's another area here. There's another area here. Which of them is going to be good for me to buy? I don't know. Okay, but I'm going to look for my window. So when am I going to know any one of these areas is good? When this stochastic is at the green level, that is when I'm going to buy this market. If this stochastic doesn't get to the green level, I don't have any business with this market. Does that make sense? So I'm going to look, and I know I could use my projection. So if it comes here, is at the green, fine, this is a buy area. If it comes here, is at the green, yes, this is a buy area. Okay, if the market comes here, is at the green, this is a buy area. If the market comes here and is at the green, this is a buy area. Does that make sense? So what am I looking for? I'm looking for the market to come to any of this area, and I want to see stochastic at green. If that's clear, put clear. All right. So that is the first component of the strategy. Then this to seal the strategy up is I'm looking at the time. So there's what we call timing. We have the 15-minute timing. All right, it's called the quarter theory. The 30 minutes timing, the 45 minutes, every 15 minutes on the clock is timing. These are times the market tend to make an opposite move in the previous direction. What do you mean, Kenry? Just a little illustration. If you watch every time the market has reversed, it does so in every 15 minutes. Okay, so if you look here right now, this was 30 minutes. It's 3:30. If you look here right now, okay, this kind of move at 3:45, which is timing. If you look here right now, this move at 5:15, which is timing. If you look here, okay, this move at what? 4:30, which is timing. If you look here right now, this, okay, this pretty didn't move timing, but most of the time, the market tends to move every 15 minutes, either at the opening or the closing. So what am I looking at? In the next 5 minutes, there's going to be a timing, in the next 5 minutes or in the next 20 minutes. Okay, so if this market comes to this area and stochastic is at green, I'll buy this area. Okay, but I do know if it comes to this area, stochastic may not be at green. So I'm going to give you guys the area that I know if it comes to. So between the 546 and the 561, okay, I know it's going to, stochastic is going to be at green. So that is where I begin to give you guys area. Buy Euro AUD for 5 minutes at the 546 to around 561 area. Okay. So I believe that area is going to be ready for a buy on around the timing area. So so it's just left for us to wait for the market to come to us. All right. So what do you need to do? You go on your broker. So all you do on your broker is go, you select the currency you want to trade, which is Euro AUD. One of the things I do is I try to start the currency so I don't have to find them. All right. And you can set an alarm. So what are we looking for? 546. The last 3 digits. So there are 5 digits here. The last 3 digits is what you're looking for. 546. So I put it at 547. All right, good. So it alarms me before that time, or you can put it at 548. What it means is that the price gets there. Okay, within the next 2 minutes, market is good for me to buy. I'm going to buy. And make sure you put your price. Okay, you're using the regular option on the broker. All right. Put how much you want to trade. Use between 1 to 2% of your account. Don't use above that for any trade, irrespective of how good the trade is. You can use 2%. All right. Okay. So you make sure the timer is closing. So you put the time when it is closing, not when you're taking it. So this I'm taking the time at 5:30. So it's going to close 5:35. So that is what it is right now on the timer. So you make sure you select the one it's going to close. All right. And if market comes there, we just call. All right. Let's see. Yeah, the chart is right now. If we're going to have any other option, let's see. So you can see stochastic not there. 588. Are you going to be ready? Okay. So have some areas yet too. We're also going to probably look, I think the way this market is looking is since this guy is going to get there. So it's already on timing. I just hope it doesn't run away from us. If the market comes here, I think it may be ready. If it comes here, we'll just watch. All right. Or we'll just see how timing takes it away from us. So patience is everything. Okay. Waiting is the best game of the market. We wait 80% to execute just 10%. So the market got there on timing. So most of the time, timing just takes it the opposite direction, but it didn't get there technically. It was almost close. Let's see. May still come. We are here. But it's been clear so far, right? Even if this is your first time you're attempting this training, but it's been clear. So it's been clear so far. Am I correct? What happened? Shadoka logged me out. What has happened to on-prime options? Our server not ready. Is it only me? Why would server not be ready? Okay. This server not ready. Okay. No, let me see. Is it my just a moment. I don't know why this is not getting in, but it's same with you guys. Hold on, let me see. Trying to see. I want to change. Let me change browser to see if it's the same thing. I think it's same thing. So one prime option decided to act up. Okay. It opened. It opened in another browser. I don't know why it didn't open yet. So it didn't open in Chrome, but it opened in my other Safari browser. Okay, so this is very close. So Euro AUD is at, but it's not still there, but it's at, so now you make sure that you go to your, wow, it left again. It logged out again. What's wrong with this guy? So it's not still there, but it's going to be there. I believe if this market comes to, which is the 578, it's going to be ready. Or, yeah, the close of the candle, this market is going to be ready. We're going to get in for 5 minutes. That is if we get in. Same, that affected, it has affected Safari as well. Come on, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? This is not good. So it's ready now. We're buy. So you should be in. Come on. Why did you do this to me? You know, yeah, these things can be like that sometimes. Okay. It's open now, but let's see. Do we still have our market? Come on, the boy just got scanned away. Took my money away. Okay, it's all right. But yeah. Let's see if I'm gonna get 45. Okay, it's logged out again. What's happening? What's happening? If you leave, it logs out. Something is not right. Something is not right. Okay. How many of you were able to get in? All right. How many of you were able to get in? And let me know in the chat. It was a good move. So I think if I leave, it will log out. Is that the situation here? Okay, none of you could get in because most of you are using the same broker, right? But some of you are in pocket option. None of you got into the market. How many of you got in? I asked the question. If you didn't get in, say no, I didn't. I did. Okay. Okay, it didn't leave this time. So I'm going to look at 70. I'm going to look at the next area or the next timing, which is 45. So I'm going to put it at 50. That's the next time, and we'll see within the next 7 minutes what the market's going to play. The next mark timing is going to be here. So I'd love here. If you decide to come back down, this is the next area I'm going to trade it. No, I didn't. I couldn't. I did not. I didn't. Did. Okay. Did not. I mean, I did. Okay. I did in. Logged out. Same here. Okay. So most of you are in. It's just the last minute. So those of you that are in, yeah, you can't roll over again. So this has to clear. I wanted to also talk about rollover, but so if the market close above where you're entering, that's the win in 5 minutes. So it took us how many minutes to analyze a trade just to get it to make a win in 5 minutes? Okay, payout is low. Okay. So this was how you guys made money, and that is how we trade binary options the simple way. Okay, so that's 1-0. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So if you want to take it again, you can see we capitalize on timing. This is the timing, all right? It closed. So it's either at the beginning of the candle or at the close of the candle. So either way you took this trade, it's... So if it's not going right now, all right, you just be patient between the next timing or 6 o'clock, you're going to have another trade. Does that make sense? So if this market decides to come down, I'm going to be looking here or here. All right. And I'll do the same thing again. Okay. I don't love to repeat areas. You guys know me. I love to wait just the patterns, let it play out. So I'm happy you guys got that while I was going over trying to resuscitate my browser option. So was it a beautiful, easy? The next thing I wanted to show you guys just to make it all full training. So this is binary option, just to go the basics of binary option of One Prime option, which is one of our brokers. If you come into this environment, there are 4 things that are important. They give you the currency. This is where to select the currency. So let's say I want to add a currency right now. I just come here, I select the currency. Okay, if it's let's say AUD JPY, boom, I select it. Meanwhile, I'm also looking at this if this guy's coming. Okay, let me put an alarm here. That's going to notify me. So I select AUD JPY, boom, that's AUD JPY. So that's currency. The next thing is time. You make sure you come here on regular option. So you want to know this. This is regular. This is 60 seconds. This is long term. I have no relationship with these two. I have a relationship with this. But what 60 seconds means is if you select 60 seconds, you have the option of trading in 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, it's seconds. So the first option is 60 seconds, 120, which is 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. And on this option, it is fixed time. There is no countdown. So if I select a trade here and I take a trade for 1 minute, it's going to run for 60 seconds. If I take it for the second option, which is what you're going to run for 120 seconds. If I take it for 5 minutes, it's going to run for 5 minutes, irrespective of when I took it, it will run for 5 minutes. It's fixed time. Does that make sense? But regular, it's countdown. It's every 5 minutes on the clock. So presently right now, it is 5:43. Okay, if I take a trade right now, it's going to end at 5:50. You can see this is the time. Okay, it's going to end at 5:50. It means the trade is going to run for 7 minutes. All right, if I take a trade, it's going to run for, it's not 5 minutes. It's not 5 minutes. It's going to run. It's going to run for 7 minutes. If I put it at 5:55, all right, the trade is going to run for 12 minutes. So this countdown is for 5 minutes on the clock. All right, it's a countdown, then it changes. Does that make sense? So that's the second option. So going back to Euro AUD. Wow, Euro AUD got close. OPTP Poopa Koopa. Let's go. Was close. But I think it's made the move again. It wants to repeat that same area. It's going to come down. Wow. It looks, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. So let's see. So the next option, while I'm talking this and I'm looking at it, is your just make sure you change your money. Okay. Make sure you put up the money you want to trade. Very important before you take any trade. Make sure what's here. You check it. Then with the third option is if you're buying, it's green. If you're selling, it's red. Okay. And the fourth option is the area you want to buy, the price which is given to you. If you get there, you can put an alarm when the price is given to you and you trade it. Okay. Does that make sense? So those are the four options. Another thing to learn when you get into a trade is the option of when you come under my broker, you're going to see whenever a trade is taken, you see the option of, okay, I'm on fixed time. I'm on fixed. Okay, I'm not fixed time. You see the option of rollover or double duplicate. Okay, but that is when a trade is taken. So if we are in, I may be able to do that. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. So the market has opened on 45. So I'm just going to look at this. If the market comes here, I'm sure the price I need to use it. So if the market gets here, couple of minutes, okay, let's see. So the market has actually opened on 45, means we repeated that area. So I'm looking for the market coming here or here for me to trade. So I'm going to see how this kind of moves right now. I'll watch out. Just a moment. You guys give me a minute. All right, you guys give me a minute. Okay. So we're going to look at this at the close of the candle right now, which is in 2 minutes, or this is not good. 2 minutes, which means the timer has to be on, what's the time right now? It has to be on 55. You can get in on the trade. You can either get in on the trade now or wait for the close of the candle. So what I did is I got in now. So you can get in now. It means you're taking this trade for 7 minutes, I believe so. It's going to end in 7 minutes, or you just wait for 6 minutes, or you wait for the candle to close. All right, best times are candle closing, but it has hit the area. All right, let's just hope this goes. All right. So if it doesn't respond now, okay, it's going to respond on the next timing. So let's just hope it responds at the close of this and get away. All right. If not, we're not going to be looking at this option of duplicate or rollover. All right. Rollover is going to appear when the trade is on negative. So when I say rollover, okay, you have the window of between its last minute. Okay. If it gets below 1 minute, okay, you can't roll over, but as long as it's negative and it's not below 1 minute, you have the option of a rollover. All right. So it cannot show now because it's not there. Duplicate means you take the trade again, all right, to end the same time with the same price. Does that make sense? All right. Who five, if that makes sense. And whilst we're still doing these things, it's very important we check the parameters, all right? It's very, very important we check because sometimes they can change. Sometimes the sentiment can change, all right? So the euro is still very strong, so AUD, so this is good. But you can see, other pairs can change, so you're always checking before you take the trade. Does that make sense? So every one of you put your area you got in. So got in from this area around the 558. So if this guy is not stubborn enough, it will just move. Guys still dancing around though. Ooh, seems he heard me. No, I'm not dancing around. I'm gone. I'm gone. And if you look at the time of the trade, it also got another quality of the trade. It was ready. Okay. So after this trade, we're going to ask questions if we have anything. Yeah, so this is one of the trades we call, the payout trade. You're getting good entry, good timing, it's going to walk away. So this trade is doing its payout signature. All right. So how many of you are in profits? I believe most of you this time around, you got it. you're in profit. So we have our last minute run. Go profit if you're in profit. Okay, so less than 50 seconds, this is going to close. Okay, some of you have cleared. What a move. Cleared. Okay, those of you on pocket option. A dangerous move. Come and threaten me. Why don't you come threaten me? You want to come you want to come threaten me? Aren't you scared? Yeah. All right. Well, some people already clearing and you want to come threaten me? Yeah. All right. So that's a ban. So that's about that for the day. Okay. So all of you cleared. So that's 2 and 0. So if you did 2%, 2%, apparently you'll be over 3%, almost 4% for the day. And that is good enough for a get paid session. All right. Kendry, what other area are you going to take this trade? Either this area or this area. But if I get to trade, I am done. All right. And but I didn't get to trade. But if I take 2 trades on a session, my level of wanting, I don't think it'll come back again. If it does, trend might there might be something happening. Okay. Yeah. Any questions so far? All right. Any question on this binary? Always appreciate, no matter what you make, always appreciate it. All right. At least I've made some transportation money for the week. All right. Yeah, $50 is like 35,000 and 35,000. That's good. What's transportation? That's more than fuel. That's more than fuel for my vehicles. What do I use in a week? Okay. Yeah, that's few money. Just one trade. All right. So how many percent did you do? I believe some of you took 2 trades. You were able to do 4%. So some of you you'd have made more than transportation money, I guess. All right. No question. Is this basic as basic? So I'm going to stop the recording.